Hey everybody, Motorpoet59 here. For the first time since 1968, during the Summer Olympics in 68, I would have still been 8, and for the Winter Olympics, I would have been 9. But for the first time since 1968, I did not watch the Olympics at all. None. A lot of people probably don't even remember that they used to have the Summer and Winter Olympics every 4 years. They were done in the same year. They started, I think, in '94 was the first year that they split them into doing the Winter Olympics. 2 years later, doing the Summer Olympics. They did that. That was a money thing. That's a TV thing. And I guess I don't blame the Olympic Committee for wanting to make some more money. I don't blame the television networks for fighting over the Olympics and making more money, because the Olympics are very popular. At least they were until this year. Woke athletes are killing sports in the United States of America, and they're starting to kill sports worldwide. Viewership of the Olympics this year was down by about half of, it just said past Olympics. I don't know if they were comparing it to the Winter Olympics 2 years ago or to the Summer Olympics 4 years ago, remember, but it doesn't matter. The Olympics are the Olympics, and the Summer Olympics and the Winter Olympics both got about the same amount of viewers over the years, considering that the population of the world has increased over the last 2 years, especially over the last 4 years. Viewership in general, people who have television and access to cable television or network television or streaming, whatever, however they get it, has gone up a lot, and the numbers have gone down by half. That means that when you compare the two, when you put it in context, it's actually gone down a lot. People are sick of it. They're tired of athletes making political statements when they're trying to be entertained. People don't go to professional sporting events to get involved in politics. They go to be entertained. That is all athletes are. I don't care how good they are. I don't care how much money they make. They're still just entertainers. Without the audience, they are nothing. Same thing with the Olympics, even though they're not professionals. These are athletes, highly trained athletes, who are still just entertainers. And you really should take advantage if you're in the Olympics, because it's hard to make the Olympic teams. I understand that. If you're there, you should take advantage of this money-wise. You should be wanting people to watch you, because that's how you make money in endorsements. But instead, these athletes are running people off. They are causing people like me, who I love the Olympics. It's one of the things I look forward to every 2 years now, but I used to look forward to it. The Olympic, the theme for the Olympics, it was all just the spectacle. I just loved it. I've always loved it. And it was really hard for me to not watch any of it this time. I don't know how many golds America won. I don't know how we did. I don't care. And you have these individuals whose names are in the news, Simone Biles and Megan Rapinoe, who have really, really done a lot of damage to the American perception of the Olympics, and probably the world's perception. We're supposed to be the greatest country in the world with the greatest athletes, the greatest everything, but we look like a bunch of clowns right now. Megan Rapinoe, the photographs of her, and not just at the Olympics, these photographs I've seen of her in the past, all of her teammates standing there with their hands on their hearts, and that idiot on her knees. Whatever. You don't want to be part of America, don't be part of America. But you should not be allowed to participate and partake of the things America has given you, Megan. And what is Subway doing? Allowing her to be spokesperson for them. That's backfiring on them. Franchise owners all over America are writing letters to the main offices and telling them you have to dump her. She's costing us business. But Simone Biles, I don't care about her family tragedy. I really don't. I'm a motocross fan. I've lived and breathed motocross since I was a kid. There was a racer named Danny Smith back in the 90s, and he had never won a national, but his brother was killed in a car wreck just a few days before, I believe it was the High Point National, it doesn't matter, wherever it was, and he went out there and smoked everybody and dedicated that race to his brother. And it's the only race that I know of that Danny Smith ever won at the national level. And if he can do that after his brother was just killed, and I don't know what her family tragedy was, it doesn't matter. She spent her entire life to get to this place where she is now. And if her family would rather her get involved in whatever's going on than to complete what she was doing in the Olympics, that's not much of a family. There's time to grieve, and there's time to go out and do what you were meant to do. And Simone Biles is one of the most awesome gymnasts I've ever seen. In the beginning, when they started talking about her dropping out, well, the judges had said, the Olympic Committee said they weren't going to pay any attention. They weren't going to score her on some of the most difficult moves she does because the other athletes considered them too dangerous. How ridiculous. Let's just give everybody a participation medal instead of having gold, silver, and bronze. How about that? But whatever happened to her, I didn't keep up with it. Whatever happened to her, I'm sorry if it was some family tragedy. I don't know if someone died or someone was killed or if someone's just sick. I don't know. But she wasn't too broken up about it to do the individuals. That I did see, and that's disgusting. She knows why she knows in her heart why she dropped out of the team competitions, and so does everyone else. And it's things like that, Megan Rapinoe, Simone Biles, some of these idiots that didn't even, and I was, as much as I hate to say it, I was happy to see our soccer team, our women's soccer team, get their asses kicked by Sweden. Oh boy, we're supposed to be the best in the world, but we're not, and we're not because of the woke athletes. We're not because of the distractions. Are we better than Sweden on an average day? I don't know. I don't keep up with soccer, but I know that we're good, and I know that we should be able to get gold medals at the Olympics. But there is too much woke crap going on. There are too many distractions. Viewership is down. I'll be interested to see what happens in the Winter Olympics in 2 years, if this woke crap is still going on, or if the United States actually really wakes up and puts a stop to this. We have to put a stop to it. It's crazy. I don't know. What do you think about all this woke stuff? What do you think about these woke athletes? Did you watch the Olympics? Are you going to watch the NFL? Are you going to watch baseball? Are you going to still do that stuff? Or are you going to stand your ground? You got to make a stand somewhere, because they won't listen to us if we don't make a stand. All right. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about all this. Shoot me an email, motorpoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. Sorry this video was so long. We'll see you later, but probably not at the Olympics.